everyone, it's Justin again. Have you ever had to plan an event that you needed to buy supplies for? Or have you ever tried to earn money by selling items? Well, then this unit is for you. We're going to learn all about the standard form of linear equations, and it can be very useful in situations like these. I'll show you what I mean. Standard form is another way of representing linear equations that has its own benefits and challenges, but it can be a great way to organize a situation and can even help us make the best decision. Here's a perfect example. My aunt is planning a birthday party for my cousin and is letting him decide how he would like to spend the $200 budget she gave him. He wants to take his friends to a local amusement park that costs $10 per person to get into, and the ride tickets cost $2 each. He has to decide how many friends to invite and how many ride tickets they'll get to use. This is exactly the kind of situation where standard form would come in handy. We'll be able to model this scenario for my cousin. After all, he's only turning 8 years old, so he might need a little help to make a good decision. And by the end of the unit, we'll be able to help him reason through his options. Let me show you a few important facts about standard form to get us started. This is what standard form looks like. It has the x term first and y term second. And then on the right side of the equal sign is the constant. Here's an example of an equation in standard form. The number 10 represents the a value, 2 is the b value, and 200 is the c value, or the constant. There are a few requirements to keep in mind when creating an equation in standard form. The a, b, and c values all need to be integers, and a also needs to be positive, so no decimals or fractions are allowed. But don't worry, if we have something with fractions, we can multiply all the terms in the equation by the number in the denominator to get rid of the fractions. This is much better. Since a, b, and c are integers and a is positive, this is now in standard form. Also, did you notice how I only wrote the times 3 once and I put the entire equation in parentheses? You're probably used to writing the multiplication on both sides of the equation like this. It's completely okay either way, as long as that 3 gets distributed to every term. Here's another one. And Mia's pretty upset about this equation too. Why is this not considered standard form? Yeah, the a value is -5, but a is supposed to be positive. This can be fixed by multiplying by -1, which will change all the signs and ensure that a is now positive. Now this equation's in standard form too. So, I have one question for you. Can you change this equation into standard form? What form is the equation y equals 2/5 x plus 5 currently in? Yeah, it's in slope-intercept form. Using these requirements as a guide, try to change this into standard form. Pause the video so you have time to do this. Now, there are a few ways to get this into standard form. I'm going to show you one approach now, and there will be an alternative approach for you to check out in your PDF after finishing this video. So the first thing I chose to do is to move the ax term to the front of the equation. Since I'm moving it from the right side of the equation to the left, I'm using its inverse operation, which is subtraction. I now have the ax term first and the by term second on the left side, and the c term on the right side. Then I need to make sure that these two requirements are fulfilled. Do we have any of these requirements fulfilled already? We actually don't have either of them yet. What we have in a's location is not an integer, and it's not positive either. So how can we take negative 2 over 5 and make it an integer and positive? What can we multiply it by in one step to take care of both of these things? It might help to think of this negative sign as part of the denominator. Then we can multiply by negative 5 to cancel out the denominator, and it'll leave us with just the 2 in the numerator. So let's do that. And don't forget to multiply each term by negative 5. Negative 5 times negative 2/5 x is 2x. Negative 5 times y is negative 5y. And negative 5 times 5 is negative 25. And there we have it. This is standard form. And that's your background information on what standard form is and how to make sure an equation is in standard form. Now, I am ready to get into this unit so that we can help my cousin with his birthday party decisions. And hey, maybe one day you'll be thinking even bigger than a party budget or a lemonade stand. Maybe you'll need some of the logic and reasoning skills from this unit to make a successful food truck business or invest in the stock market. Oh, the possibilities are endless. Anyways, don't forget to finish up your PDF for this lesson and complete the online practice game. Good luck with that, and I'll see you next time.